What up, YouTube? It's your brother Trey, man. We got another video right here, you guys. Y'all see the title. Now, it says, why white women love black men. She looks like a pretty, fairly attractive, younger white woman, whatever. Let's see what she has to say about this. And before we get into the video, you guys, hit a like, comment, subscribe down below, you guys. Let me know what you guys think about this. Have you dated interracially? Do you think that what she's about to say applies to either situations you've seen or experiences you've had? Let's get into the video, man.
White women love black men because of the power dynamic, because white women have never had any power over men in their lives. Because obviously all the white men in their lives have always had all the power over them. So white women have whiteness over black men. And obviously to be in any sort of like control feels good, especially when you're used to never being in control. White women feel safe with black men, not only because of the hypermasculinity that they believe black men exhibit, but because of the whiteness and power they hold over black men. This is why also white women can still be racist and be with black men, and be like conservative white women will be like married to a black man. And this is why white women love their black sons and hate their black daughters. Black sons give you access to the patriarchy, they give you power, whereas black daughters don't.
Wow. She said it herself, you guys. And here's the deal about what she's saying. It don't sound too far-fetched. There are things that you hear where it's like, never thought about it like that. And I don't think they're bullshit. And I think this is one of those things. Let's break it down, what she said, one by one.
White women love black men because of the power dynamic, because white women have never had any power over men in their lives.
Very interesting right there. The power dynamic. The white women have never had power over men ever. But they can do that when they get a black man or Hispanic, any other color, because white is the top. White and Asian is like they run the world. White and Asian runs the world. A little bit of Middle Eastern, but you know, white. It's the white. And so she understands. It's so funny talking about this shit, because every time that I make a video talking about the dynamics between men and women always, a lot of the times, women want to come into my comment section and talk about how I'm talking shit, how I hate women, but what about the men? Or they want to say, oh, it's your male ego, oh, I'm simply stating what's true, and that's what she's doing. This is the stuff that's real. We're just calling it out. We're just actually speaking the unpopular, the unfavorable, unsavory truth. And women don't want me to talk about this shit. A lot of women don't want me to talk about this shit. But it's okay when another woman does.
Store 24 Palo Alto.
Can't see it.
Listen, you guys, it's so important to understand how people are thinking, because you need to know what kind of situation you're getting yourself into. Yes, it might look good from the outside. White woman, she's got money, probably thick as hell too, doesn't have the same types of combativeness or aggression that other women have. It might sound good, but there's almost always a caveat to it. Now you hear what she just said? This is one of the reasons why it's so hard for me to truly love interracially. Of course I've been attracted to women of other colors. Of course I've been attracted to women like that. You know what I mean? But the thing is this is what she said. You know what I mean? Like the Kobe Bryant situation. Damned, how dare I come up from nothing? My mom and my dad worked their asses off, sacrificed their lives to put me in a better situation. I make something of myself, millions for myself. And I can't even let my mother enjoy that, because my wife takes the money and she thinks that she can do with the money much better. She doesn't have the relationship with my mother and my sister and my family the way that I do. I need to have a wife, a spouse that can see herself in my family and has compassion for my family, shit like that. You see what she just, like she said that this is why white women can be with black people, black men, black women, whatever, and still be racist. This is why they don't have love for the daughters, can have love for the sons and not the daughters. This is an issue. And this is something that I'm glad she's speaking up about this, because otherwise it's just gonna, if I were to say something like this, are you gonna be like, oh, you just a hater, oh, you don't get no pussy, bro, oh, you know what I mean? It has to come from someone like her. It has to come from her for this type of shit to truly be known. And then I know black women are saying, oh, this is who y'all want, this is who y'all love. No, you know what it is? It's so bad sometimes for the options for people that some men probably even know this. Some men probably know what she's saying and still would much rather go that direction than deal with some of the bullshit that's in other areas. You know what I mean? Either way, it's just not a good. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. I couldn't procreate. I could have sex. Of course, we could have sex. We could have a good time. We could party. We could be friends. But I could not procreate. Could not start a family with a woman like that. Couldn't.
Because obviously all the white men in their lives have always had all the power over them.
All the other white men have had power over them. This is one of those things too. Kevin Samuels talked about it. Shahzad Ali talked about it. So many other people that talk about the dynamics between men and women and the feminism in the black community have talked about. Feminism was for white women. White women trying to get power for the white men, but they needed more women to come aboard. They needed more people to come aboard. So they're gonna go outside of their race. But we're just caught up in the war between white men and white women. Everyone else are just fucking, you know what I mean? Just fucking casualties. We're just bystanders. We're just caught up in it. But so many women, especially the black community, has been sold that men are the patriarchy. Men are the... No. You hear what she's saying? Like, it takes a woman like her to fucking say this shit. It doesn't take... Like, you can't listen to a man like me. Maybe it's my tone. Maybe it's my voice. Let me tone it down a little bit. Listen, I just wanted to tell you guys, like, this type of dynamic, you know, where they say that black men are empowered, is really the fact that it's not. We're not. You know, the feminism movement has been white women trying to gain power, trying to gain balance with white men, their counterparts. Women in general, especially in today's society, have a higher people care more about women than they do for men. The only time they'll care more about a man, the average woman has much more security and safety than the average man does. And we're not talking about going out on the street. Going out on the street walking alone is not safe for any fucking body. Yes, if you're a man, you're more likely not going to have much happen to you, but you're still going to get robbed. Go look at World Star Hip Hop. How many men are getting killed by other men? You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to tell you is that this power dynamic that black women or even Hispanic women think that just men in general have, no. The power that you're talking about men having are white men. Specifically white men. Specifically white men. Specifically white men. It is not other men of color that have the power. It is white men, white women, and women in general. That's what it is.
So white women have whiteness over black men. And obviously to be in any sort of like control feels good, especially when you're used to never being in control.
I want you to understand something else too about this. How old do you think she is? How old do you think she is? I feel like I'm older than her. She's probably mid-20s. Mid-20s. Knowing this. Knowing that also my generation, the way we grew up, we weren't as racist as, you know, the counterparts. The later you go up in years, the older you are, the older the generations were more racist. Our generation is less and less racist because we're just so much more, you know, incorporated. You know, we're so much more included. Everyone's included. Inclusion in general. And she still has this knowledge right here. You know what I mean? She still has this mindset. Come on.
White women feel safe with black men, not only because of the hypermasculinity that they believe black men exhibit, but because of the whiteness and power they hold over black men. This is why also white women can still be racist and be with black men.
The OnlyFans model who killed her boyfriend and got away with it. Literally got away with it. How many more examples of whiteness over blackness do we need to see? whiteness trumps blackness. And you know what I mean? And so if you're gonna be with a woman who fully understands, comprehends that her whiteness trumps your blackness, she effectively is telling you, letting you know that she can do anything she wants and she can get away with it. Come on, man. This is the same thing that we see when it comes to black women getting with white guys. You're dealing with it's a master. This your fucking master. You know what I mean? And for a woman to think like this, as black men, that's your master. You know what I mean? Come on.
And be like, conservative white women will be like married to a black man. And this is why white women love their black sons and hate their black daughters. Black sons give you access to the patriarchy. They give you power, whereas black daughters don't.
You know what she looks like? Look at her face too. She looks satisfied at expressing. She looks fulfilled. She looks satisfied. She looks like she did a good deed. She's patting herself back on her back mentally. She's like, Kimberly, you did a great job expressing that. You did a good job. This is the truth. People need to know. You need to know that we as white women know that we're powerful and that we have much more control over you black guys. We love you though. Come over. And you guys got some big dicks. Yeah, we'll take it. Come on. And you guys are hyper masculine, so anybody that has a problem with this has to go against my big black boyfriend. And I can control him. That's the best part. He gives me great orgasms and I can control him. My big black boyfriend. And look at this. Even the black girls like the fact that I have a black boyfriend. Some of them don't, right? Some of them don't, but that doesn't matter because I have all of my white girlfriends and we all went to college, and I got some of my white girlfriends, they're rich and they all have their own black boyfriends, and I love when we get together and we get to see all of our black boyfriends playing football, and when they take their shirts off and playing basketball together, oh my god, it's just amazing. Now he probably can't afford to buy me the things that I need, but it's okay. He's still in college. He plays, or more than likely because listen, they like to mess with the rich black guys. Yeah, and he's got money too, so he loves to treat me like a queen. Oh my god. You know that video where that black guy was like, I love you, mommy? Oh my god, he calls me mommy all the time as well. Like, to have the power of a man. This is what she's thinking, man. This is what these girls be thinking. This is what they talk about, man. And if I'm tripping, then fucking I'm tripping. But once again, it takes a girl to actually say some shit like this for this to be truth. Otherwise, I'm just a crazy guy. What do I know, right? What the fuck do I know? Okay. Anyways, it's your brother Trey, man. What do you guys think about this video? Like, comment, subscribe down below. You guys see you guys in the